Welcome to part 2, where we're going to start off by installing Kestra on our system so that we can then get started with building our own workflows. Now, we're going to be using that Postgres database and the PG admin Docker container that you used in module 1 as in module 2, so we can observe the data being added to that database. But we're going to have to make a few modifications to the Docker Compose file that we used in Module 1 to make this work for us in Module 2. Let's check it out. Now in Module 1, you should have finished with a Docker Compose file that looks something like this, where you've got a volume managed by Docker here called New York Taxi Postgres data. So this is going to store all of the data in our database. We've got our Postgres database set up here as the first service, and then a PG admin one for being able to view the data in that database. Now, what we're going to do in Module 2 is do something pretty similar. So we've still got that PG database and PG admin, but what we're going to do a little bit further down is we're going to add another Postgres database, but this is specifically for Kestra to store data about our workflows and Kestra metadata. So we're going to add this in here, and we're going to call this Kestra Postgres. We're going to also add 2 new volumes. We've got one for that Postgres database and then one for Kestra 2. We'll get back to that in a second. And then we're also going to add a container here for Kestra. Now, this is using Kestra 1.1, which means they should be pretty stable at the time of the course. So make sure that this is set to 1.1. And we can then see under this environment variable here, the configuration for Kestra. Now, this should be set up to work as we need, but we can modify this if we need to. Now here you can see under this environment variable, we have the Kestra configuration. This is where we can configure how Kestra works. We're going to leave this as is for now. I've already set it up here so that it's looking at the Kestra Postgres database. You can access this example inside of the GitHub repository. It's under module 2. So all you should need to do is copy the 2 services underneath and paste those into your existing Docker Compose file, and then just add these 2 volumes at the top. Now, if you also want to, you can just start using this new Docker Compose file. You should be able to just go to it, to Docker Compose up, and it will start up Kestra with all of those different dependencies as you would expect. Now I'm just going to run Docker Compose up on the one inside of the module 2 folder. When we spin this up, it's going to pull a Kestra image, it's going to get the 2 databases running, and it's going to run PG admin. And then we'll be able to head over to localhost 8080, where we can then log into Kestra and start building our own workflows. When you first spin up Kestra, you might be prompted with this login screen, but if you're not, you'll be prompted to put in a username, first name, last name, and a password. Now, if it doesn't do that, we can put in the admin@kestra.io, and then we can put this password in as well, like so. And then when I press login, we'll see it will be logged into Kestra, ready for us to build our first workflow. So you should have Kestra up and running now with 4 different containers. We've got the Kestra container itself running Kestra itself. We've got PG admin, where we can view data in Postgres databases. We've got a Postgres database dedicated to Kestra's data, and a Postgres database dedicated to the data produced from our data pipelines. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through the concepts of building your own workflows so that we can start building our data engineering pipelines.